I'll tell you this, what you're about to see in Sisika is all hand built. All of this stuff was built by tools that I've developed for our asset artists, and then our asset artists and creators came in here and built all these areas. And it's not just limited to Sisika. I won't say too much more than that. I may show you something outside of Sisika, but I probably won't go too far into it. There's all I will say is there is lots of new places and things to explore and see in the world, all because of our wonderful asset dev artists and all the creative folks. So this is Big L's office. Welcome. Welcome to where I will have all my meetings. This is where I'm going to call Marty on the phone when we get phones implemented. It'll be great. Call him and yell at him all the time. Yeah, whatever. Yep, this is where I'm gonna be sitting all the time. If you want to come talk to Big, I'm gonna shake my damn stick at you. The hell? Why do I have a stick in my hand? Yeah, actually, so Oso made that painting, and then, well, he did digital art and gave it to me, and then we took it and Spiffy took the texture, made a texture out of it, and then made the frame. So the frame and the whole painting is all custom, all the stuff. So it's pretty nice. Don't worry, we'll get to the rest of the prison. You'll see where everything else goes. You'll see my favorite place too. But yeah, this is the office. Lots of uses for this office. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but lots of RP will be had in here for different purposes. This is where Big L takes his bath. We're going to get proper stairs in here. Right now we have makeshift stairs, but we're going to put proper stairs in there. And this is where Big L sleeps. As you'll see, there's lots of pomade here for my mustache. Got my bricks on the ground, you know, sleep with the prison. Boxhead did all these interiors you're about to see. Boxhead from our staff team did quite a few of them, if not all of them. He spent hours and hours and hours making these to emulate what Rockstar does and make it as lively, and you know, so there's lots of little hidden jokes in here. There's alligators everywhere for Big L, you know, lots of stuff. There's we'll pass by it real quick, but you know, there's a little nudie painting of Big L right there, you know. Where should we go next? Maybe we'll just take a stroll on over here. You know what? We'll go to every prisoner's favorite place on the entire island, and that's Enrique's. Enrique's has been revamped and remodeled to a completely new level. No longer do you just teleport in and sit down. Now we have a proper barber surgery duo office. I don't know what else to call it. That's pretty much what it is. And oh, am I so excited for you all to see the patch video. I think you guys are gonna love it. It's pretty awesome. Shows off a lot of this stuff plus way more, and it's gonna be amazing. But here you go. So players can come in and use this as a barber chair, and then Enrique, who is played by Ian Mori, can be in here and he can actually do barber stuff for them. And then on the other side here we have the doctor's office. You can kind of get a look of it. And a big thing we've been working on that's behind the scenes. There's a lot that players and viewers alike will see when the patch comes out, but there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes we've been working on. A big thing is a revamp of our whole dev tools. I spent, I don't know, the last 2 months working on these things. The biggest thing is the ability for our artists to build world interiors or, you know, exteriors or things like that with these tools. And so we've basically This is probably one of the biggest programming feats I've ever done. AJ helped me a lot with this, but we made a 3D editor inside Red Dead 2, basically. So you can double click on this barrel, it'll select it. We can start moving it around, do whatever we want with it, you know, all in real time, and then save all the properties to the database and do everything. So this really helped Box build all these things and get all this detail in here. No. But yeah, it works just like a 3D editor. You can rotate around objects and real fine tune them. But yeah, this is a big tool. This is something that will help us go forward in the future and make a lot of really cool things for everybody to use and see, just from a world building perspective. Like I said, it's one of the things that Box heavily used throughout this. You know, we'll skip to my favorite spot. We all know what this is, right? We all know where I'm going, right? This VOD should upload, yeah. I don't have any restrictions on not going up. Oh my god, I can't see down here anymore. So now, prisoners will definitely be in eternal darkness. So we made a full solitary cell from the current where prisoners go down in the aqueduct. We now remodel the whole thing to be just a room. So now they come in here and they're stuck in here and they don't get much but a candle. They could be creepy and stand at the door and yell at people. It'll be great. I can't wait. I'll pass by and tell them to shut their mouth. You know? We'll have law and order and silence. You really can't see anything down here. It's super dark. What about cells for others? Don't you worry, we're getting there. Yeah, we just want to make stuff that feels like it's, you know, Rockstar level quality. I wouldn't want to put something out and have you guys or any of the players look at it and just cringe, or, you know, I don't know. There's a fine line between just doing something to do something and doing it right. You know what I mean? So here we go. Here's the mess hall. You can come in here for a minute. I still don't think there's enough potatoes in here, so we need to add more potatoes. And we need to get rid of all the meat. But it's good enough for now. But here you go. Now we have a mess hall for prisoners to come in and eat. We're gonna have, I know there's a few people interested in playing like the chefs and cooks too, so that'll be great. Yeah. This place is pretty nuts. The detail that Box put into this place is, I'm too fat. I can't get through. I'm too fat. We need to fix that. I'm too fat. If Big Al can't get back here, there's a problem, alright? Too fat. I think they can even cook here? Yeah. Wait, is it over here? It's over here. You can even cook here, you know? And here we are. This isn't finished on my version. I don't have the latest version of this, so this is probably a little bit outdated. Yeah, okay. So there's a jail cell bar door here, I think, and then every single one of these are filled in with jail cells, but this is all the prison cells. Like I said, Box went through and I mean he built this entire thing from scratch. I mean, this thing, none of this existed, and he just put all this stuff together. Probably about 1,000 objects in here. It's pretty crazy. You know, this does remind me of Green Mile a little bit, the way it looks. Yeah, we're gonna replace these with real stairs too, but so you can see we were testing jail cell bars and stuff, but what ended up happening was we couldn't find anything that fit perfectly. So one of our asset devs actually made a whole enclosure for the cell that supplies it with bars, and then we can attach a door to it. So we're just getting into custom everything. So I don't know, 6 months, a year from now, everything's gonna be nuts. You know, we want to make a lot of the building interiors that aren't enterable, and we have limited tools and availability right now, but things will get better as time goes on, and we'll be able to do more. One big test. You know what? I guess we'll just do this. So that's the main part of Sisika. I mean, we redid the common area a little bit here. You can see we've got like, you know, hints at things for the future. Maybe we'll have some chess in the game. People can play chess with each other. But that's the main part of the island, and then you know, we have and this is a full thing that we plan to do. We plan to make Goat Ball a thing. So right now, this is just here for teaser fun. The ball, when you kick it, doesn't really network with other people pretty correctly, so it is what it is. But eventually we want to make like a real Goat Ball game and have Goat Ball leagues. It'd be pretty cool, but it'd take quite a bit of coding to get it to work right. But something to do for the future when we don't have other pressing matters on hand. So yeah, he built this up, and then we've got a whole obstacle course over here on Sisika to put people through now. So make them do this at nighttime and try to avoid the alligator. Would be great. So and then there's definitely no poker in the barn, because Big L doesn't allow poker in the barn. So there's definitely no poker in the barn. I can't show you it because there's no poker in the barn. Let's see. So I'll show this, but I'll ask you to realize everything that you're seeing is still being tweaked, and I wouldn't call anything you're seeing right now the final version of anything. But this is the test for our real interiors. Now, it's still a teleport interior because we don't have the ability to extract models like this building and edit it and put an interior in that's like a walk-in, like a saloon or something, like a normal building. But once we were able to do that, we'll use what we have here and then join it with the building and make a real interior. But everything you saw in Sisika was made a different way than this is. So this is what we'll call correct way to do interiors, technically, minus the teleporting part. This is more performant on people's machines. This is all built basically by building an interior model and then filling it out on the inside with objects, right? But in Sisika's case, and in other places that we've done, because it's a lot of work to create these interiors and takes time, with the tools that we've created with the world object stuff, we've had Box make those interiors so they look like real interiors, but really what you're seeing is just a bunch of wood and boxes making a building that you're sitting in, right? Just a bunch of objects. This is actually loaded by the engine as an interior. So this is still being worked on. We're obviously going to decorate this way more, but Spiffy made this. This is 1-to-1 to the outside of the building, to a T. She did all the windows and everything by hand. It's pretty good. Looks amazing. Yeah, I think if we get some more stuff on the walls, just more trinkets around, it won't feel so bare. But this is the real deal. This is like the real. I mean, look at this. She even did these windows, and nobody's gonna look up there and see them. Nobody's gonna. This one especially, nobody's gonna look at. Who's gonna go down there and look up? I will. That's for sure. Whole little sermon here. You know, so this is what I mean about like the tools that I was telling you about that we've created and kind of showed off a little bit, to literally change anything that's already in here, and or add anything or whatever, is now just as simple as opening up the tool, selecting the bench. It knows it's part of the thing. I can move it forward and say, okay, you know, oops, save it, done. Next time we load in, that thing's going to be right there for everybody. But, you know, let's say I want to put, like, I don't know, a gigantic cross up there. Don't mind the name of this. I didn't name it this. This is Rockstar. It's not even burning. I don't know why they called it a burning cross, but say we want to put this big bad boy in here somewhere. Oh, we just easily put it in here. Figure out a way to put it down. I don't know. Slam it against the wall like that. I'm really bad at placing stuff, so I built the tool, but I can't use it, so. There you go. Yeah, just right up against the window, right? You know, just add it. Just go ahead and add it. Find the Val Church one. There we go. Bam. And now everybody's got a cross in their church. Just like that. So, that's a lot of the stuff we've been working on, really internally, has been a lot of these dev tools. Obviously, we have features for the players and stuff that I'll show a little bit of those for you guys. I don't want to give a lot away. I'm already giving a lot away by showing you some of these locations. So, but I'm excited for all this stuff, so I want you to be excited. I want our players to be excited. You know, a lot of this is going to create a lot of new RP opportunity for everybody. I think a lot of the features that we have coming in are really they're fully centered around RP, but I'll give you a little show. I'll tell you what, I'll show you the Telegram system. So let's see if I haven't broken this in the last 30 minutes. No, I didn't. Good for me. So this is the new Telegram system. This is the laws view of it. So there's 4 different views technically. There's Ranger, Medic, Law, and then Civilian. So this is what it looks like now. All nicely paged. Everything works really well. It's snappy. There's filtering now. You can actually filter. Yay. You can select any of these, and you can now download that. Well, it looks like a download icon. It's really retrieving them, but I don't know why I keep calling it download. I think because internally I called it download. But this will basically give you, like, you know, an item that is this thing, and when you open in your inventory, it looks like this. So you can see where it's from. All the stuff on the Telegram denotes obviously where it's from, and obviously up here it tells you where you're at. You can switch between the different anon lines. If you're law can see everything, so they can see all the different tip lines. The new tip line is going to be law, not anon. Well, anon will still work, but we're going to try to switch everybody to using law. So it's law, medic, ranger for the different tip lines. Then the cool thing for organizational purposes is this. So let's say there's a tip line Telegram that comes in, and law or medic or ranger get it, and they want to sign off on it. They can come in here. It pops out this. They can now see who's responding. They can go look who. This comes up with who's on duty. So I don't think anybody's on duty right now. So let me clock on. So I come up now because I'm on duty. You can obviously, you can't add the same person twice, so it just doesn't work. But if I come here, I can add myself as a responder there. I have a bug. Clearly, I need to fix this. Clearly, that's a bug. Don't look at that. I don't know why it's doing that. I've now broken everything. We'll get it back. We'll make it work again, right? All right, it's back. I'll fix that bug. But yeah, so this is the new responding system for law, medics, and rangers. This will be helpful for obviously any of the anons that come into any of them, but more specifically, it'll be very helpful in a lot of the system generated anons for either bank robberies, or now with the new system, when players go down after a certain amount of time, they can, you know, use a prompt that basically emulates a local seeing them and sending out a telegram to say, hey, Law Medic Rangers, there's an injured person that's in tall trees, go find them. So that should help out with that and allow these people to say, hey, I'm a responder, let me go in. And then that way other people can then see this. They can see that one person has responded, that maybe that's all they need. Same thing with all these, they all work the same. So that is that. But for the civilians, they get a little something too. So civilians obviously get to send telegrams from here, but you can now have a contacts tab. We're gonna delete these because I have no idea what's in them and there may be bad words. So delete the VOD if there was anything bad in there. But Billy Joe Barber, you know, whatever his telegram might be, I have no idea because he never gives it to me. This dude never learns. Complete moron, right? And it's true. I mean, this is true, right? Like, there's no way Skoog plays that character doesn't know that that character's an idiot, right? Like, come on, like, that character's an idiot. Character's amazing. The character pisses me off on Weaver all the time. I love it. They have such a weird relationship. Like, it's Billy shows up at the worst times, and then Weaver has to yell at him. It's like a father-son relationship. I love it. I'm gonna go out for a pack of smokes now. I'll be back. But yeah, so this is your telegrams. You know, don't read my telegrams. These are all personal. Okay. Yeah, you can compose a telegram, right? We can. I forgot. We don't want people to use Anon anymore, so I'll teach myself to write law. Anon will still work, so I know everybody's going to keep doing it, so we're just going to keep it in there, but... Can you send a telegram from the contacts? No, it's just for like a lookup, right? I was going to add a button for quality of life, but I figured, am I making it too easy? Right? I have to like kind of balance between making something too modern. I think we've updated this system fairly well, so it feels like it's what it's supposed to work like, but it gives you the flexibility that you need. You know what I mean? And that's what the new law system is like. It's like this. I don't want to show it off because I'm not ready to. So if you thought you were going to see the new law system, you're mistaken. Yeah, I think we kind of made this pretty well. Oso did a lot of these. Oso and Boxhead both did a lot of this UI design, which is really good. But anyways, we could, you know what? Law gets all of them. We'll send one to medic. There you go. We have a Medline telegram. That's my favorite part. I'm a very simple man. I create something that slides and I like it. That's what I do. You don't know how long the last 2 nights I've sat here while I've been working on this specifically to fix a lot of some of the bugs in it, where I just sat here and stared at the code and just did this for about 3 hours. I think we still have a bug in it. When I open it, it shouldn't be open, but it is open. Just close it. Let me think. What else can we show? Well, what's this? So I won't go into the details of the system, but there is automatic conditions that can be applied to players and NPCs, and custom ones that you can put on yourself, and they can be permanent. And pretty much there are things that if they're permanent have to be approved. So you'd have to go to a medical professional, a licensed doctor, to get a permanent condition approved. Obviously, as long as there's nothing like, you know, like hairy, you know, butt sacks in here or something, they're gonna approve it, right? As long as it's not bad, they're just gonna go with the RP with you and approve it. But that's the idea behind it. But yeah, so you can do this. I don't have another player to look around at, but and this is stuck on my screen, but it's okay. We can get rid of it like that. I gotta fix that, or AJ's gotta fix that. But yeah, you can look at NPCs now, and everybody sees the same thing for every NPC. So you can kind of use this for RP if you want, or you can use it on players, and you can immediately, let's just pretend this guy's a player. You know, we walk up. If you want to look at him real quick, you can see what's wrong with him. You know, a lot of the times people will either be in the injured stance or something, and now you can see it on here, and you can kind of see what the problem is that they've put in without them having to do /me's or anything, and you just do it at your leisure. Yeah, you can make NPCs flee as law. Tiny wound on upper jaw. Damn, you're stinky and minty. I don't know how that's possible, dude. Gross. You've been shitting and eating mints. So we tried to make this consistent with like the weapon menu, you know. Same thing here. Because it's kind of the same deal. You're kind of inspecting something. So, oh no. I don't know if you saw it. I shouldn't have done that. Did you see it, Shake? No? Okay, good. We're good. We're good. We're good. It's not there anyway. I thought it was. But we're going to do it anyway because I'm a dick. All right. So we have this whole condition and status system, but it doesn't just stop at players. It affects items too. So say you're just running through town and you're just firing off your gun. You can now tell that this gun is hot because it's been fired. But that's all they get. You just get like a degree. So you can tell that the gun's been fired recently or not, and that's pretty much it. And it should, yeah, it's cooling down. So as you look at it, you know, over time, it'll cool off. Takes a while. I think the tick is like every minute or so that it tries to detect the new temperature. I don't remember. So we'll see it go down in a minute here. Will pistols one day be available? Well, lucky for you, pistols are available everywhere. I don't know what you meant by that question, but they're available everywhere. Starting 2 years ago. I think you meant Mauser. Okay. Mausers are... if you meant Mausers, Mausers are available. They're just not bought. Let's see, has it gone down? It's gone down. So there you go. It's at 43 degrees. So it takes a while for the gun to cool off, right? It's not something that's going to be immediate. We may need to adjust the speed of it, but it's, you know, should be pretty useful. tell you what I want to do. One day, I want to spend the time, and I hope Tank Girl's here for this because this needs to happen. I want to take this goddamn place right here. This godforsaken place. This place right here. And burn it to the ground. No longer are the days of shitting on the couch. We're going straight burn mode. Piss me off. Do it, I swear. It's too bad that fat psycho is dead. But one day I would love to, I don't know, server arc story kind of thing where you're just like, okay, we did it before where we like took away a location, but we did it for an entire town. I'd love to just have something happen and this place just go to the ground. It takes a bit of work to get this to be burned down. Takes a bit of work. Bit of work. I have no idea what any of these do, but some of them work, some of them do not. Okay. There's the smoke. We've got the smoke. We're halfway there. Now we just need the fire. I can't see any of the numbers. That's the problem. Oh, they're all down here because I'm an idiot. Like, look it up in the sky. We'll try these two. I don't know. Some of them are up in the sky, I think. It's not doing anything. Okay. Let's just choose a number, huh? Just a random one of these numbers on my screen. Huh. This is why it's hard, because there's so many of these around and you have no idea what any of them do. That's not working. What about this one? This little guy sitting next to me here. Oh, that removes the... Oops. That removes the carts. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it would take me like a few hours to sit here and go through this and like figure it out. But one day. One day. That will be burned to the ground. Okay. All right, I can show that. Where is one? I guess one's in here, yeah? Socrad's put some work into a lot of stuff too, and some of the stuff you've seen he's done as well, but he worked on this too for our instrument players, so you can now choose to sit at the piano and just play, so there's no music, right? Just like the instruments. Yeah, so people can play the piano and sit here, or you know, and obviously you can choose to do the animations and play, right? But you can also choose to just play it regularly, or if you /sit on it, it'll always turn you around. So if you have a guitar in your hands, you'll always be able to sit the other way, etc. You know, yeah, kind of a nice little quality of life thing. Should be good for the musicians. There is a ton of stuff. I'm just trying to go through my head right now to figure out what I can and cannot show you. There's also been so much stuff. I'd have to go through all my notes to remember everything we've done so far for the patch. Will hot air balloons ever be available? I don't know if we have that anymore. Yeah, we guess we do. Maybe. Maybe someday we'll allow these to be used as for a business or something. I don't know if the code still works though. I think we actually have to be on the outside. There we go. Yeah. So this is, we implemented this a long time ago. So the controls are, Krads is like a pro at this. I can't control this thing whatsoever. I just go up in a random direction. That's basically what I do. But, yeah. Let me just go up in the sky. And then hit ourselves with lightning. Damn. Uh-oh. Is the balloon on fire? I actually don't know if it can go. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Get me out. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Can you imagine this just setting down in road somewhere? Just randomly, somebody's like, what the fuck? It would be pretty great. We, holy shit, what's going on? Go away. Go away. This is an indestructible balloon, man. This thing is like, whatever they made this, they should make space stations out of this thing, man. 100%. We're going to Mars with this thing. Actually, I do wonder if Amali. I would love to have these weapons be available for everybody in the game. But you know, people would just destroy everything with them, wouldn't they? You know, that's oddly kind of beautiful the way that that's branching out. Is it gonna stop? Yo, you have to admit, man, the team that worked on this game went the extra mile. I don't know. Sometimes when I sit here and I just work and I'm just coding in a dev and I just like do stuff like this, I just stare at it. It's just so weird. Like the whole world in general is just, it's nuts, man. No wonder it took 4 billion people to make this. This place is huge, dude.